What's up guys, today I'm going to show you how to make this into like this. So let's get started. So first off, you're going to want to take the blocks. We're just going to use the same blocks. And I'll just use those. And first thing you want to do, the front windows are fine. But let's get rid of the back windows because we're going to extend on the house. So basically, we're going to make 3 wings. One going outward that way, one going outward that way, one going outward that way. First off, I'm going to raise the roof 1 block. So I brought you this tutorial to show you how to turn into like a regular survival house or village house into something where you can keep as a good building project. So this one's gonna have 2, so this one's gonna have 2, and this one's gonna have 1. It's gonna be even with that. Or you can make a 3 to make it seem bigger. The internal part will be cobblestone, while the external will be wood. So it's gonna make walls for it. So of course it depends how many people you have in your group, the survival group, if it's a survival house. Or if you just can't build and you always have houses that look like that house I showed you at the beginning. Then you could extend on it however you like. But first off, we're going to have the side wings be bedrooms. So we're gonna have 2 bedrooms. Or you can make it 2 bedrooms on each side, however big you want it. So I'm gonna put one on this side, 1 on the other side. And then out here's gonna be everything else. So let's go out. Let's add depth while getting a facelift. That way. And then we're also going to do the same thing to that side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then room starts. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I think it's 5 again. Yep, 5 again. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. So basically we have a 2 wings to the house that give it some kind of wideness. Now we're going to go outward. But we're only going to go from here. So the bedrooms are going to stick out. And basically you want to have a skeleton of your house built with a main block, which mine is cobblestone. So that's gonna be like the main room. You could, if you want to make it more modern, put like a kitchen and dining room, then you could do that. Or if you want to make it like more medieval, well, I'll show you both routes. So medieval would be like a fireplace. Okay. Something like that. And then if you use stairs, oh, wrong ones. you could figure something out, like maybe like that. Make it have more of a shape to it instead of just a flat roof. And then something like this would work. And then boom, 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 boom. I guess I'll just leave that off. And then however tall you want it, depending on how, if you want a roof or not. And you got you like a nice fireplace. I want to keep it because I actually like it. But if you don't like that, I'll show you a more modern day thing. Let me show you the medieval style first for the fireplace to make a kitchen. So you're gonna get the netherrack. Unless you don't like netherrack, then you could just put wood in, but you're gonna have to keep doing it. But unless you, I think if you turn fire spreads off, you don't have to keep it going. But so you're gonna have that. This is what I do. So I get metal, a cauldron, and water. Have like a cooking pot, I guess you call it. Like if you've ever seen a Skyrim, like that. And that could be your kitchen. And then you could put a table out in front of the things like this. I'll show you. We'll get rid of the cauldron. This one, I'm just gonna make it a small table. Nothing too big. Then you could do, I'll do red carpet because that represents my personality. And then we're gonna, oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's okay though. Just use cobblestone. And then there you go. And then you put mine out the floor, and then you could do decorative stuff. Like bookshelves or decorative shelves or whatever you like. So that's the medieval style. Now I'm going to keep the fireplace, but make it part of the living room for the more modern. So we're gonna use cobblestone. Have like a TV, I guess, on top. Okay, so we're just gonna put a TV on top. Use, guess you can use black stained clay for the TV. Nah, it's too brown. Never mind. I don't want to use coal because it's flammable. I can turn off fire spreads, I guess. Yeah, okay. Let's use coal then. For a TV. And there's our TV. Chill and watch TV. And I'm gonna put like a mantle. Already had fire. Something like that. And then I feel like I should extend it out one so their neck's not hurting so bad. I use that. Alright. There we go. My baboon butt ready for TV. And then I'm gonna put like something, add a little contrast into it. And then put oak stairs up here. And then so I incorporated the fireplace into my oh, wrong one. I meant to put painting. Trying to make it look like a TV, but yeah, whatever. I'll do that later. So let's get down back to the structure of the house. I was just gonna show you that. Oh, and to make it look, put a kitchen and dining room on either side. or something. But I'm gonna keep it like this for now. I'll show you. I'll do all that later. Okay. So now let's work on the structure. Now I wanted to give it like a nice feeling, like huge kind of castle looking feeling. I'll show you what I mean in a little bit. Let me build this up. So we're gonna add a nice looking roof that I've done before. It was more like, let's see, where's wood stairs? It was really cool actually. It was like that. And then kind of it looks really cool at the end. So, and then we're gonna build it up to a curve, more of a curve. So we're gonna build it up a little. I forgot this side, man. And like that. Oops. And then boom, 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 boom. Something like that, maybe? Or we could go a little steeper with it. So, more like something like that. And if you're having trouble with curves and stuff in Minecraft, I'm actually going to put out a video on it. Because I have a great video idea of explaining curves and circles in Minecraft. And if you just have really bad problems with seeing things like curves and stuff, I will explain it to you mathematically. If you're not a math person, I'm sorry. Let's get a little taller with it. I'm actually going to explain because there's such thing as circles in Minecraft. There's such thing as, sorry, my recording software is acting up. There are such things as curves in Minecraft. Even though everything's rectangular, I'll explain it in my video. I actually might do that tonight. But this video is going up first. So we're gonna go boom. And then you basically do the same thing. Then you want to make it pointed at the top. So we're gonna go boom, 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 boom. Actually looks pretty cool once it's done. And there's that. Actually looks really cool. And then, but first you gotta have some kind of lip to it. You can't just have it poof out of the... And then boom, 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 boom. Actually, no. Keep it like that. We'll figure that out, what we're gonna do with it later. The extra space. But that looks cool. So it kind of gives it a cool castle feel, I guess, in my opinion. Do that to that one, and then we'll, of course we're gonna add more detail to each thing. If you see over there, I have a lot of detail added to my things. Those are just built, they're mess ups. Don't look at them, they suck. But that one I'm working on redstone stuff. So I'm gonna build this up, and let's see. So we're going to start with, forget how I did, I think I did like that, and then boom, 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 boom. So if you didn't understand how I did it there, just pay attention. I'll do the lip first though, because I kind of backtracked on that one. Sorry if I confused you, because it didn't look as good as it would have if I kept it like, or if I would have kept it. It looked. If I would have kept it like it was before, it wouldn't have looked good, as good as it does now. So basically, it was a slope of 1, because it climbed up 1 block. Now it's gonna become a slope of 2, because it climbed up 2 blocks. When you're building, stairs are your best friend. Stairs and slabs. Oops. Want to keep that in mind. Oops. I'll actually probably be showing that off on a YouTube video soon or something. Like once it's complete. And then I just did boom, boom, boom. And I don't know how tall, I'll go check how tall I put it. Actually, I did perfect. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And now the castle's coming along. It looks weird right now because the middle is kind of incomplete, but it'll look better in a second. Now we're gonna finish the middle, and then we'll go to detail. So what I was thinking is to continue on the idea of curves, because curves are important in building. If you just build triangles, it's not going to look very good. The idea of curves, we're going to do a curved, oh wait, I forgot to fill this in. Okay. So you want like a curved look to it. So we could either do like a semicircle on top as the roof to give it more of a modern feel, or we could do like a curve, like a roof kind of like that, but not as detailed, more of a just a triangle, a curved triangle. I think I'm gonna go with the half circle now. So basically you're gonna build the line. Actually, I should have probably built it out of cobblestone. Okay, let's go build it out of cobblestone. Trust me, it'll look good at the end. Been playing Minecraft for a while now. Could kind of picture it in my head. So it's gonna go boom. So slope wise, if you understand slope, you understand curves. So a line would be like this, like you want to make just a triangle. It's increasing by 1. So that's a line. But when it increases by, of course you're not going to get a perfect curve all the time, but it's going to increase by, so it's going to increase by half a block, half a block. Right, so it's half a block, no, you want the slope to get slower. So kind of like, so, okay, how about this? It starts at 2, 1, 2. Something like that. I'll explain in a second, 1 second though. Also, I wanna, if you couldn't tell, Minecraft's probably my favorite game right now. So I might make a story mode or something, like a adventure map. Something like that. Let's see what it looks like. See how kind of, it's not a perfect half circle of course, but it gives a half circle feel to it. We can go one more, I guess. One more high. Something like that. Okay. And then that's a pretty cool looking building. But of course, it's not done. So we're gonna continue this roof pattern all the way down. That looks cool. Once it gets detailed, it'll look a lot better. So, now that we got the roof done, all the rooms are covered. Basically, I'll do something with it. Don't know exactly what. First things first, let's get rid of those. And then let's go boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna section it off so we can put some windows. And then let's get rid of that. Oops. Actually, let's go floor windows to make it more modern. Oops, forgot to break it. Something like that. Then we'll put windows on the curved roof. But let's put more detail into the windows first. Because you just don't want that, that's boring. Kind of maybe like, oh wait. Something like this maybe?